Hi Harper's Bazaar, it's Rina Sawayama. Let's go to bed together. First we gotta set the mood right. This is my favorite candle right here. It's gonna be a long skincare routine, so let's make sure we light this. This is a tiny bathroom, so I'm probably gonna die of asphyxiation. Okay, first, I hate having hair all over the place when I'm doing my skincare, so I have this clip. This is my favorite clip in the whole world, even though it's missing 2 thingies. It's from Muji, and it's amazing because it has 2 sets of teeth, so it grips everything. I don't know if you can see. There we go. Amazing. And it's super cheap. So I just came back from a shoot, which is why I have a full face of makeup. I usually don't wear that much makeup, but I always start with double cleansing because I wear SPF during the day, even though I have tiny little sunspots here. My skin's pretty good, not bad for 32. First, I start with my Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. I've been using this for a long time. I kind of go in between this and the DHC cleansing oil, which I also love as well, but this is great if you have heavy makeup. This gets off waterproof mascara, and it should be the first step in your double cleansing routine. My mum used to use Johnson's baby oil on her skin and then wipe it off with a tissue, but she has not a single wrinkle. She's in her 60s and her skin is amazing. So I have been double cleansing since I was probably a teenager, and I never go to bed with makeup on. So I always wear waterproof mascara because my lashes are really straight, and waterproof mascara is the only thing that holds it up, but it means that you have to properly get it off. Really hard, babes. Why does your mouth open when you touch your eyes? I can't help it. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this off now. So normally, I would do this in the shower, and then I would wash my hair, which usually has a lot of product in it if I've done a shoot. The only shampoo that gets all the product out, and I've got hairspray and gel at the moment, is this Way detox shampoo. I f***ing love it. You only need a tiny bit, so I use this first, and then I'll follow it up with my Dabinets. It's my favorite. Again, you need like the tiniest amount and then the tiniest amount of this. Oh, before I dry my face, I actually need to do a double cleanse. So I use the special gel thing. And what I like to do is I'll get the gel, and then I'll also get the microfoliant, and then I'll pop it in. I'll make like a little thing. And then I'll make sure I have wet hands and wet skin, and then mix it together. Always remember to take everything down the neck. You just have to get used to the sensation of having wet collars. It's kind of gross, but here we go. Then I rinse it off. So when I was filming John Wick, I was in makeup every single day. A lot of John Wick is shot at nighttime, and I remember my skin kind of went a bit grey because night shoots are really hardcore and you're not getting any vitamin D. So my skin is so clean, it's quite dry, it feels a bit like tight, which is fine because I have read somewhere that if you are very diligent with your cleansing, then it means that all the goodness will soak right in. So I like to switch it up every single night depending on my skin needs. Currently, I have been breaking out because I have been in my lactose intolerance denier era. Been eating a lot of lactose, a lot of cream, a lot of cheese, because sometimes I hate being lactose intolerant. This is what happens if I eat all those things. I like to use Dr. Barbara Sturm's face mask because it's based with clay, and that's good for inflammation and refining skin. So I love skincare, I'm addicted to it. I love using different serums, I love using different masks. Honestly, 50% is just touching my face is kind of nice. It really centers you after you've had a long day. And so I never, ever miss out on an opportunity to do some skincare. I currently have my eyebrows bleached because I bleached it for a shoot, and I really love it, but it's really hard to fill in the roots when you have black hair because you just end up making the ends whiter and then you just look like your granddad, and that's not a slay. So I'm just gonna leave this on for a little bit and then rinse it off. Okay, my skin literally feels amazing. It feels really fresh, doesn't feel so tight, which is nice. I don't like to have alcohol in my toner because I feel like that kind of drives me out. I usually use SK2. It's so expensive. It's so amazing, but it's so expensive. So when I'm out of that, I use another Dermalogica product. Sounds like I'm literally sponsored, I'm literally not. And this multi-active toner. It's weird because it comes out and it's like a foam, so I look like I've been foam sprayed. I'll show you what I mean. It's like foam. It's nice on my skin though, it is hydrating. Then I use this eye gel that I've been using for years. Usually I think eye gels are a bit stupid and they don't really do anything, and everyone always says you don't need an eye cream actually. But this one has kind of made a difference, and it's the Dennis Gross Eye Serum. So serums is where it gets interesting. Like I said earlier, I switch things out depending on my skin needs for that day. And I also do this thing called skin cycling, which means like I use retinol one night, and then I'll use a niacinamide one night. I'll use an AHA serum one night, and then just kind of cycle around. So one night I could be using this for AHA, which is amazing for pores, or I could be using this, which I love. I use this every single morning. I could also be using this. I could also be using this. Oh, I could also be using this. If I feel like I need a treat, then I'll spend money on the skincare. I have to be in a weird trance to be able to spend money that much. You don't need this much. I have a problem. So tonight, I'm gonna use something that has kojic acid because I just have some like sunspots, which is kind of normal for my age. A lot of East Asian girlies get these things as they get older. So I've been using this cream. It's called Faded by Topicals. It's so cute. It's really busted up, but it looks so cute. It smells like vomit, truly. But it really works and it feels really nice on your skin. So you just gotta get past it. It smells so bad. And it has significantly lightened, I will say. You just gotta persevere. Make sure you always take things down to the neck and chest. Huh? So the key with skincare is that you always have to let it sit. I think you have to make sure that you don't put just product on top of product on top of product. I think you just gotta let it marinate for like 2 minutes. And you can almost feel it sinking in. It'll start to feel less tacky. So I learned a lot about skincare through YouTube and also recently TikTok. I watch a lot of dermatologists. I did not grow up with this knowledge when I was younger. I don't think that was freely available to us. It's like an amazing time to be alive. Okay, calm down. It's an amazing time to be into skincare because there's so much information for free. So it's less tacky now, like I said, I think it's sunk in. So I usually like to combine serums. There are some serums that you should not combine. If there's two actives that are exfoliating, you shouldn't do that. You should do retinols and AHAs together, for example. That's a bit too harsh. So today, because I've used brightening kojic acid stuff, I can use something hydrating, and I'm gonna use the Magic Serum. I use this on shoots because it makes your skin feel so nice. And just push it in. And you know what? I know you're not really meant to like fragrance in skincare, but it smells so good. And it kind of gets rid of that vomit smell from earlier. I want to make sure that going to bed I'm using something that has hydration, has moisturization, and is occlusive, which means that it's not letting any trans-epidermal water loss. Oh my god, I learned that from the derms on YouTube. That is when you lose moisture through your skin barrier. So I try and use something that's occlusive, a little bit thick, so it stops it from doing that. But first I will respray myself with hydration. I like the concept of layering hydration. That's something I learned through the 12-step Korean skincare routine, which I used to do, but now no longer do because it's a lot. And now I've replaced it with something else, which is also 12-step. Then we go in with Magic Cream. I honestly use this every single night on tour, and it is so good for protecting my skin under my makeup. And then I was like, one night I just didn't have my moisturizer, I ran out. So I started using this and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And my skin was so hydrated the next morning. So now I use it as the last step of my skincare routine. I don't know if you've ever seen me live, but I have a wind machine, and obviously I sweat a lot. There's a lot of dust, a lot of stuff flying around. My skin gets so dry on stage if I don't hydrate it. I've tried lots of different things. I've tried Embryolisse, I've tried Veleda, but this is the only thing that really like stops my skin from going really crispy when I come off stage. Love it. Every single morning I use my New Face, which is so good for toning the face. It really makes me look snatched. I always do it before shoots because it makes a huge difference. So I use that, but that's morning. But at nighttime, my insane LED masks. This is by a company called Even Skin. I took this on a trip and I didn't pack it right, and now the nose is a bit broken, but it still works. But I put this on and I put the LED on red, and not only does it send me to sleep, it's made a huge difference to my skin. It looks so glowy afterwards. So I love it. I've been using this for years. My brain is at all times at least 5% thinking about skincare, so I'm really happy I got to do this feature. You can check me out in the latest John Wick 4, my acting debut, and also check out my album, Hold the Girl. I'm going on tour this summer in North America, so make sure you come. Okay, bye!